So let's talk about this Nickelodeon game, because not much happened this week.
The Smash Killer. Meet me in Nickelodeon All-Stars, baby. Or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yep, All-Star Brawl.
All-Star Brawl.
All-Star Brawl, yeah. Wow, they're really risking it by calling it Brawl.
Nintendo's gonna
That's really
fucking
funny. But yeah, fucking Nickelodeon announces Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. It's got rollback. So
Does it really?
Does, yes.
yeah. So
Oh my god.
I guess we'll be seeing this at EVO, since this is what everybody will be playing.
I'm honestly down. You know?
I mean, they're showing like screenshots of like, you know, the characters doing moves from the shows and stuff, and it looks like they're maybe not the quality, but they're putting in the same amount of love as like they do to Smash characters. So
Yeah, it looks a little. I have a feeling that this is gonna be a big, big fighting game. Not right now, but maybe in the next generation of kids.
yeah,
'Cause this
like,
is-
people will figure shit out maybe.
Yeah, well, the thing is that this is a very kid-looking game. You know, at least
Yeah.
from the trailer they put, it's very rounded and bright and stuff. I have a feeling a lot of kids are gonna pick this up to play and play with their friends or whatever, and then all the people that were essentially how Smash started, where fucking it's somebody's fucking basement, you know,
Yeah.
and they play every weekend, downing 20,000 Mountain Dews. I have a feeling that's how this game is gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be big on release. I think it's gonna be big in 5 years.
It'll be big.
like Shrek's SummerSlam.
Yeah,
or whatever.
exactly.
Yeah. I think it'll stay alive if they do kind of do the Smash thing and be like, all right, time for a new character, and do a big presentation for it and everything. I think if they play it up and really go for the Smash competition, this will stay alive. It definitely won't be considered as good as Smash in any way, but it'll have its people behind it. Otherwise, it'll just end up like all the other Smash IP clones. You know, they're the old Nickelodeon ones, or the fucking Cartoon Network ones. You know.
Yeah.
I'm just really hoping the camera doesn't shake as much as it does in the trailer.
I'm sure it doesn't.
Oh yeah, I hope that's just for the trailer effect. Yeah.
I really hope it's just for the trailer because goddamn.
And one thing I did notice is that some of these models definitely got less love than other models, because that fucking Danny Phantom model is looking rough.
That Danny Phantom is definitely looking rough.
Yeah, no, I don't think the camera's gonna shake that much. Yeah, I definitely I saw Danny Phantom on the list, and I was like, oh fuck, that's gonna be so cool. He's one of my favorite characters, you know. And then I saw the model,
he popped up, and was like,
and I'm just like, oh, this is a mobile game.
But then Zim looks amazing.
Yeah.
You know, and SpongeBob looks amazing. So.
Well, it's the funny thing is, it's not even a question of, oh, the 2D art style doesn't lend well to this, because Helga looks fine.
Right.
And Nigel Thornberry looks fine. It's just it's probably one of those things where they're okay, we have to get this model out there. We can re-up it later. I'm sure a couple of years down the line they're gonna give him a VGU or something. But
I bet this model that they're using is based on a model from an older Danny Phantom game. That's why
yeah,
it looks like that.
yeah, that would make sense. Because the Ninja Turtles even look fine.
Right. Yeah. Which I bet they're
Yeah.
gonna put out the other two at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure. Honestly, I could see this being my new main squeeze as far as party games are concerned.
Yeah.
Because I don't set up my Switch anymore for parties, you know. But
Right.
I take my fucking laptop downstairs to play Jackbox and shit. This would be a perfect fucking game for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can't believe. Wait a minute.
Huh.
And
How
apparently
is-
PC is the main platform.
How is Arnold not the Hey Arnold representative?
To be fair, when I think Hey Arnold, I do think Helga.
Sure, but when I think Hey Arnold, I also think Arnold.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
And like, if they're giving all these up, like they gave like Loud House 2 characters. You told me, Hey Arnold couldn't get 2 characters. One of the most iconic Nickelodeon TV shows.
I mean, fucking Danny Phantom couldn't get 2 characters. Come on.
Right? I would love to have played as like Vlad or some shit. You know,
Yeah.
any one of those guys. Those ghosts are cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of characters you can take from Danny Phantom that are cool.
They should have just made a Danny Phantom fighting game
With
Although
other
I'd
like Nintendo games or Nickelodeon
I'd hate to give
characters.
I'd hate to give fucking Butch Hartman any money.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah. But there's also no Avatar characters. That's what this article says.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's because they just. That's because they'd be too cool and they would literally be the only characters anybody played.
It's because they're thinking about making their own fighting game outside.
Probably.
Did
Yeah.
okay? Did anyone play the Nickelodeon like online fighting game that Avatar released?
Yes.
No.
It was like this 3D arena kind of fighter. It was actually like, I don't know that it was that good, but it was fun.
Yeah, I don't think I ever played that.
It was fun. Obviously, it's fucking dead now, but like,
Long dead.
yeah. But what they were saying was that like Nickelodeon obviously has ties for Avatar,
Yeah.
so I'm
You know what? I bet they will end up in here at some point. They'll be like the characters that, you know, when the game's kind of not doing good, they go, all right, let's finally put these fuckers in here.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
it won't be like Aang and shit. It'll be like, you know, fucking Zuko or Amon.
I'm okay with Zuko. Zuko's cool shit.
I'm okay with
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm okay with Zuko.
We're-
Yeah, like that. I'd like that. That'd be cool.
We were watching I'm rewatching Avatar with some
Or
friends.
Azula.
And I forgot that Zuko had his like trademark like fire daggers in season 1. You know,
Oh yeah.
his little like blades of fire. Because he doesn't do that after
Yeah.
season 1.
Nope.
So I forgot.
And he's like the only guy to ever do that, I think, except for maybe one other person, maybe. Because I can't really think of anybody else doing that.
Yeah, no, it's like his trademark thing, and I just forgot because it
Cool.
just doesn't come back up. Like motherfucker.
Yeah.
Sorry, I dropped a pick on the ground. But yeah, no,
But yeah. So Smash has competition
maybe.
from Nickelodeon now. Maybe.
Possibly.
I mean, with rollback, it's got rollback, so
Yeah,
It does have rollback.
as far as I'm concerned, that's already a plus over Smash.
I think
It's a better online fighting game than Smash.
Right, exactly.
Brawling game than Smash.
It will.
this
It
is a
will.
fighting game, bro. It's just a platform fighter.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
But
But watch this be at Evo, and watch Smash not be at Evo.
yeah, that really will determine like how good or how much this game continues.
Yeah.
Because like if they just don't pull a Nintendo and like try to stop everybody from playing it, which the rollback is indicative to me that they probably are trying to get a foothold in the fighting game community. But the other thing
Yeah.
is if they are okay with not selling a fuck ton of units, you know, I think that this game actually will have a lot of staying power. But they have to
it's
support it.
gonna have wave dashing. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
just read
Yeah,
this part where it's gonna have wave dashing.
Wait a second.
Yep. Yep.
Wait, okay. Hold on a second. Where did you see that?
It's like right above the trailer. It says it's on the fucking Will Nickelodeon All-Star rollback netcode bit. It's like right there.
They've also separately confirmed that it will have wave dashing.
Yep.
Which means I can get my shit stomped by 12-year-olds that have been playing Smash since they were born.
That's crazy.
That's
All
fucking
right,
fun.
well,
I like it.
there you go. There you fucking go.
Honestly, I've always wanted to get into Smash. And now I finally
Now you
can
finally
without
can.
having to play
Alright,
Slippy.
alright. Hold on. I have to rewatch the trailer now with the idea of there's wave dashing.
It would be interesting if they had gotten like somebody from the Smash community that wasn't a monster to like help out with this, you know? And like, you know what I mean? Like Leffen or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Leffen's got his own problems. He's like an anti-vaxxer or some crazy shit. Or like the coronavirus doesn't exist or some shit. He was saying all that wild crap.
Okay, well, fucking where's Dr. Pee-Pee when you need him? Like
Yeah, somebody from the Smash, like one of the 12 guys who are left who aren't complete monsters.
Yeah.
Who are the That's great.
All right.
Good for Nickelodeon. I'm glad it's getting
Good for
this
Nickelodeon.
attention.
Oh my God, Patrick has his. I didn't notice that the first time because I was watching it 2x. But Patrick has his ice cream scoop dive, and I cannot be more excited.
Oh, you mean Patrick Star from the Patrick Star Show?
Yeah. That's him.
Wait, right. He's getting his own show now, isn't he?
Yeah, and they gave him a shirt
Wait, why?
Why?
because he was naked.
Fucking who cares, bro?
He had pants.
Yeah, he's not
Well, now he's
naked.
got new pants.
He lives
and
on a
shirt.
beach. It's totally fine for him to be shirtless.
Well, now he's got a new shirt and some new pants.
God damn. Okay, hold on. we're done talking about this for now.
It's over.
God, why?
I think they were also talking about giving like Squidward his own show. I don't know where that's going though. They're also doing like Camp Bikini Bottom.
Are they doing Camp Laszlo again?
I hope not. Although that show did have Tom Kenny in it as the slug camp counselor.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's one funny bit I remember where he gets hurt and he's like it's like the two idiot twins who hurt him and he's like now we shouldn't be blaming anybody. I'm not going to say any names, but their initials are Chip and Skip.
Oh, that shit's good.
Okay, this
That-
is not as
that-
bad
that-
of a design I thought it would be.
Well, yeah, it's not like hideous. I mean, they basically just took his pants and made it his shirt, but you know, they should have just kept his old design. It was completely pointless to change him, but whatever.
I'm sure they did it because of like marketing. There's like probably some fucking statistic that's like, if you change the whatever, then it'll drum up more interest in like who gives a
Yeah.
shit.
Well, he probably looks less like a protagonist with his shirt off, but if you give him a shirt on, people think he's the main character.
It's probably something like that. Yeah.
I could see something like that, yeah.
A bunch of kids were like, "Hey, look, it's Patrick from the SpongeBob show," and they go, "No, this Patrick has his own show now, but he's from the SpongeBob show." So they had to make him different
Yeah.
because kids are stupid.
Yeah.
All right,
I mean,
well,
Death
go ahead.
Stranding is getting a director's cut.
If you just put a visor on him, he looks like a loan shark.
Give him like a little bit of hair on the sides of his head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but anyway, yeah, Hideo Kojima, well, Death Stranding is getting a director's cut September 24th, 2021. However, Hideo Kojima ain't feeling the director's cut tag. Because according to him, a director's cut in a movie is an additional edit to a shortened version that was either released reluctantly because the director did not have the right to edit it or because the running time had to be shortened. In the game, it's not what was cut, but what was additionally produced that was included. Director's plus, so in my opinion, I don't like to call it director's cut.
Ah, enough people yelled at him
For what?
for calling it director's cut.
Well, he's saying he doesn't like calling it director's cut.
Anymore, I think.
No, he's saying like it's not a director's cut. He's saying
Gotcha,
it's not something that was cut short and then they put the stuff back in. He literally added stuff, and
Yeah, I know.
and the whoever's publishing it, I guess like Sony or whatever, is calling it a director's cut when it's not really a director's cut.
Gotcha. Okay, so he wasn't in charge of calling it director's cut.
It's like if you put out like Bloodborne DLC and then and then you called that like the director's cut of the shit. It's not really what it is.
Yeah, no. But was he in charge of naming it?
Apparently not. It seems from like the way he talks that he did not want to call it the director's cut.
That's what I'm saying. It's because I was making the joke that enough people yelled at him to change the name.
Well, that's what he says. So, in my opinion, I don't like to call it the director's cut. You know, so
Yes, but this is on June 11th when it was announced a while ago.
yeah.
So that gives you enough time to be yelled at.
But this is like the first time he said anything about it, and he was just like, I don't like to call it the director's cut. And he even gives an explanation for what a director's cut actually is.
Yes, Deshaun.
But this wasn't him. This wasn't people yelling at him. This is him literally going, I don't like to call it director's cut.
But you can just say that you don't like to after being yelled at.
Okay, but he wasn't being yelled at. There was no big movement like, why are you calling it director's cut?
There was a ton of people saying, why are you calling it a director's cut?
Literally
It's
not
a
one
director's
person.
cut.
I literally did not see a single person, and I was looking up this shit.
Well, I guess you were looking in the wrong places.
You mean everywhere?
Yep.
Aside from whatever goofy, obscure little forum you were looking at?
Because you have the ability to cover the entire internet. Got it.
And
Cool.
you do too, apparently.
No, I was just saying that there are people who are complaining about it.
Not enough that it was a fucking massive movement to be like, enough people were yelling at him to make him get mad and change it, or whatever the fuck, and talk about it. Clearly not enough.
Alright, okay.
Especially when like the people who are the biggest fans of this shit aren't saying anything about it. Who I was looking at.
Alright, cool.
But anyway. This is Hideo Kojima being more like auteur shit, like...
Yeah, no, I mean, I figured as much. I was just saying...
Hideo Kojima's always been weird about this kind of shit. I'm not even, like... I don't know, like, it's not... I agree with him that it's not really a director's cut. But,
Yeah.
It also, like... I wonder what forces were at work that wouldn't let him call it whatever he wanted to call it.
Yeah.
And what would he have called it, I guess? Because I think he says Delectors Plus, which I think that's like a weird translation thing. But, I don't know. Yeah, because there's no... Let's see. Yeah, there's like... I'm trying to see what is actually added to it, and just it doesn't really look like...
Much?
Like a ton of shit. Yeah, it just looks like it's not much that they're saying anyway.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's like story stuff and like extra missions or some shit, but it doesn't look like they're. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're really. It's not like fucking better graphics or whatever. Yeah, so I'm assuming it's if it's not cut content, it'll be like story stuff, and I guess we'll have to see what it is when it fucking comes out, and then we'll have a better idea of what he might have wanted to call it. Because he's a weirdo. He likes all these weird fucking movies. He probably wanted to call it something ridiculous.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Like Death Stranding, the Life Edition, or some ridiculous shit.
I think that gives it character.
Wait, what? The
Life
actually...
Edition, yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Something
it's
that
weird,
takes
but
it away.
it's his yeah, like it's weird, but it's his personality. Like I want that shit, you know. I want him to be weird, because if he wasn't kind of weird, we wouldn't get all the Metal Gear games, and you know.
Yeah. Well, it's like fucking Power Rangers has like, I think it's Super Edition now or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like that fits.
Yeah.
That fits so much better than like Extreme Edition, because it's like, yeah, we're super, you know. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, like imagine if they called it like Power Rangers Director's Cut. Everybody'd be like, "What?"
Yeah.
Or if it was Power Rangers Arcade Edition, like, wait a second.
Yeah, what arcade?
This game has a director? What? Okay, moving on from that. So apparently Stadia isn't as... this explains why people want to develop on Stadia.
Yeah. Well, because this is like a newer thing, but apparently they give pretty decent revenue share on their game stuff. So, which I think we actually did talk about before, that they were giving a pretty decent cut, and I looked it up. Like here Google Stadia is talking about taking only a 15% like take from the games. In other companies, it looks like the average is about like 30%.
Yeah.
So like, go ahead.
Apparently that is only up to the first $3 million in revenue, and after that it goes to 70 going to the companies and 30 going to Google.
Which, who on Stadia is getting to that? Really?
Yeah. And honestly, like, I see the market for this, but like, stop.
It's like they're offering basically like a desperation deal, but it's like, but we're not going to sell anything anyway. So we'd rather just go to like Steam or whatever, or Xbox. You know, most companies, and I think because the only companies that are even really fucking with this at all, like Stadia, are all like triple A companies usually, like Sega or Ubisoft.
Yeah, Sam Show was on Stadia for a while.
Yeah, Sam Show that still doesn't have a rollback and is a dead game.
Yeah, I know. Made me sad. I'm glad I never bought it.
It's pretty sad.
It's very sad.
Yeah, I really wanted to buy that game, but I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, so am I. Because I was thinking about it because I really liked Darly Dagger. So I was like, oh, I could get into this. Nice slow thinking game, but
Yeah.
nah, it's just no scene.
I like games
Well,
where
there is,
if
it's
you
just-
fuck up, you're just dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Games.
but yeah, so Stadia, despite this, you know, they're gonna die. They've lasted longer than anyone expected. This is like what, year 2, 3?
I think so.
Is this-
Might be. I think it's year 3 because I think it came out in 2017.
Yeah. So a lot of people thought this was gonna be dead in like
2019.
2 years. 2019. Okay, so you know
It's on its way.
Stadia somehow stuck around, but
I will say I actually think the events of last year helped it a lot.
that's true. That's very true. Because people sitting at home were like, "Well, let's try out this Google Stadia thing."
And the-
I don't got. Well, you still have to buy the games, but you still got to stream them.
Yeah, well, there is
You can
apparently
stream, I
like a Game Pass kind of thing. So,
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
which
there you go.
apparently also, like, that split will also help out the devs. Apparently,
Yeah, because part of the split is like with other companies, part of the 70% I think that the devs get also has to go to like some marketing stuff for like other like server issues or something like that. It's because it's not like a super even, like 15 goes straight to say Sony, or 30 goes straight to Sony, and then like the 70 is like divided up between the developer and then all the extra needs and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I think this is just the 85-15, like 85% goes to the fucking developers.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is cool, and I hope it works out for the devs. But I hope Google figures out what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, because this would be really cool from a company that could make it work.
Yeah, like they have
You
the
know?
disposable income to kind of take a loss here, and I think if they do that, that's significantly better.
Yeah.
That being said, I still expect this to fail, or I still expect
Yeah.
this to not be standard, I should say.
Yeah, and I don't even think enough people are gonna bite, you know, to even make this worthwhile for Google Stadia.
Yeah. I will say, I definitely plan to pick one of these up at a pawn shop in like 5 years when it's $50,
Right.
just to have on the shelf.
That's funny.
All right, I guess that's
I
that.
think if they had just gone I guess if they just gone like the traditional route and just did a console that you could just download games onto instead of having to stream them, you know. But I guess that goes against the whole design philosophy. But then you shouldn't have made them $60 games.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, short week. Nothing really happened. You know. Oh, did you hear? I guess you guys heard about like the crazy judgment shit with the Yakuza team, right? Or all that. The Sega.
No,
And,
wait, what?
Yeah.
So the game Judgment or Judge Eyes, as it's known in Japan, by the people who made the Yakuza games, aka Like a Dragon games in Japan.
Mhm.
So they released Judgment, and then they announced Lost Judgment, and they were gonna put the games on PC. However, that agreement fell apart, and now there will be no more
No more Judgment games.
Judgment games. Period. It seems like.
Period.
Because the agency that manages the actor for the main character does not want the main character's likeness, aka the actor's likeness, on PCs where it can be ripped and modded and various things, because then they believe that they lose ownership of that person's image. So there's a big sordid history with this agency called Johnny's. And they do shit like this all the time. And basically now, because they don't want to make this deal with Sega to put Judge Eyes on PC and Lost Judgment on PC. Still coming out on other platforms like, you know, PlayStations, I think even Google Stadia, which I guess they don't understand that Google Stadia is online too. There just won't be any more fucking Judgment games. The cool thing that was going to be the new action Yakuza stuff is now gone, unfortunately, which sucks.
That sucks.
Basically, this company Johnny's is like these archaic ass motherfuckers who think that, you know, once stuff goes on the computer, you've lost it forever and you have no control over it.
Yeah, that's...
Yep.
I just... like, I would understand that if this was like the early 90s and people couldn't just rip that shit from the console anyway.
Right, which is exactly what people do.
Yeah. Like,
people have already done it.
Like, it's one of those things where, like, if this hadn't already been known to, like, happen, but, like, we have, like, legit models from Nintendo games that have never gotten PC versions. I know it can be done. Like,
yeah,
people love to tinker with that shit, you know?
You know what else this company does? So they manage a lot of actors, right? For some fucking... Because they've been around for a long time, despite their bullshittery. But they manage a lot of actors. So if there's, like, a official, like say there's, like, a TV show they have a bunch of actors on, and there's, like, an official, like, relationship list, because a lot of the shit is, like, dramas for fucking teenage girls, whatever. Say you've got, like, the branching relationship list. If there are actors on that, like, their pictures are on that list, they will fucking black out or cut out the actor's image and just leave a silhouette in the place where the actor would be. On, like, official shit. Because they believe if the actor's image is out on the internet, it's gone forever, and they have no control over it.
So, yeah, like, magazine scans will cut them out.
Literally cut them out, yeah.
when it goes to online. They'll be in the magazine, but when it's online, you don't get to see them.
So dumb.
Just don't... Dude, I'm so done with stupid motherfuckers. Like... I just have no patience for this shit anymore.
I remember seeing this, and like I originally, like when I first saw the story on Reddit or whatever, it just said that like it was not coming to PC or whatever. And then I read it, and I was like, "You fucking buried the lead on this one, buddy. It's more than just not coming to PC. They're done with this shit." That's yeah.
God, like that is so. I think I'm having an aneurysm. I think I'm having an aneurysm out of sheer stupidity. I can't.
Being a celebrity or some kind of actor managed by an agency in Japan seems like a fucking nightmare. It seems like literally one of the worst careers you could choose in Japan, because they unperson you. You lose your fucking human rights.
Well, I mean, it is Japan, so.
That's true. But it's like you have to have families in secret and shit, and they burn you out and act like you never existed when you leave.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. At least here in America, we give our celebrities a few years before we burn them out.
Let's move on to our weeks, shall we?